Welcome again to Joe's Stunner Boxing. Chantelle Cameron made her debut for Queensberry Promotions. She moved over from Matchroom. She couldn't get that third Katie Taylor fight. They won a piece. And she felt that Matchroom had prioritised Katie, which is probably true. But nevertheless, she did become the undisputed 140-pounder under Matchroom. And, she made a lot of money as well in the process, and she wasn't really bad-mouthing Matchroom, but she went over to Queensberry because they are going to prioritise her. And her first fight was against an incredibly game French woman who I've seen many times before, Elhem Mekhaled. And Elhem is really a super featherweight, so she was jumping up 10 pounds to fight Chantelle, and she gave her all she could handle for 10 rounds. I mean, in the opening round, Elhem looked a little bit hurt by, I think, a couple of body punches went in, and they must have, sucked a bit of the air out of her. But Chantelle looked so much bigger, she had so much more presence. She looked, obviously the heavier hands. She looked bigger, broader in the back, broader around her hips, But Elhem just did not stop throwing punches. And she's got nothing to be ashamed of at all. She's actually a two-time EBU champ. She lost a couple of times previously. She lost to Delphine Passoon, who's an absolute lunatic. She's getting on a bit now, 39 now, Delphine is. But if you saw the two fights with Taylor, you will know how tough Delphine Passoon is. One of the toughest women I have ever seen in any combat sport. So she lost a unanimous decision for the WBC super featherweight title. And then she, in actual fact, Mekhaled then fought Alicia Baumgartner the following year for all the belts, for the undisputed title. And she lost a 10-round decision, unanimous decision. But she did win a couple of rounds. I can't remember, I know. But here's the thing about Elhem Mekhaled. She will make it really, really competitive. And she's come back with a couple of wins over lower level people. She jumps up 2 weights. Gives Chantelle Cameron all she can handle. She was continually throwing punches, Elhem, and constantly walking forward. And in fact, Cameron ended up with an abrasion around her left eye and a cut on the bridge of her nose. In fact, after only 1 round, the bridge of the nose looked, reddened and like there was a little minor swelling on it. I don't know if that's a sort of recurring injury that she gets. But there's no doubt that Cameron was the more accurate, was the heavier handed, was, letting her punches go very fluidly. Mekhaled was swinging forward, grunting and groaning every time she slung a punch, and not a tremendous amount were landing. A lot of them were taken on the gloves. Some of them she missed. But there was never a moment where you thought Cameron can rest. Sometimes you get a fight where one person wins most of the rounds, but every round's competitive. And in the 4th round, to the last 30 seconds of the 4th round, Mekhaled just let her hands go and was bullying Chantelle. But Chantelle, recomposed herself and then kind of ran out a winner. One of the judges had it 95-95, which I didn't agree with. I thought Cameron won. I don't think it was. I think the other one was one that was 99-92 and a 98-92. I think I had it 97-93. And on those, the 3 I gave to Mekhaled were where she just outworked Cameron. Maybe Cameron took her foot off the gas a little bit, but there's no doubt that Cameron was the winner. It was a majority decision, but I thought it should have been unanimous anyway. But the thing about Cameron is you've got to ask yourself, well, she won the WBC interim super lightweight title. But of course, I don't know why that's even around, because Katie Taylor has got all 4 belts, all 4 of Chantelle's old belts. It's not like she's a champion in recess. So why have we got this interim belt? Well, the obvious reason is that it's a WBC title, and Mr. Suleiman and his ilk, they do love a sanctioning fee, don't they? So there's your answer. But all joking aside, where does Chantelle go? I mean, is she going to make a beeline for the winner of Serrano and Taylor? Now that Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren are, bosom buddies and they're on each other's Christmas card lists, perhaps that can be made. So you would get the rubber match. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Failing that, I don't know, lightweight? I don't know whether Chantelle can make lightweight. perhaps not, looking at the size of her. If she could, Beatrice Ferreira, what a fantastic fight that would be. Or Caroline Dubois. But I'll tell you something else. If Elhem Mekhaled, she's 33 now. If she drops down to lightweight, and I'm sure she could make lightweight, maybe not super feather anymore because she's getting a little bit older, but she could certainly make lightweight. And her against either Ferreira or Caroline Dubois, they would be fantastic fights, really, really fantastic fights. So she's, even though she's 33, she's got a future. There's no doubt about it. But by the way, Chantelle is 33 now as well. So both these ladies are, they're not old, but they're not. They've got plenty left in the tank. Cameron's now 19 wins with one defeat and 8 KOs, and Elhem Mekhaled is 7. She drops to 17 wins with only 3 KOs. All 3 of her defeats have been on points. So this is one tough lady, but this was a good fight, good entertaining fight, and go and have a look at it. It was on the undercard of the Heaney-Brad Pauls rematch, the Magnificent 7, the Queensbury card over at TNT Sports. If you can dig this out, have a look, tell me what you think. Leave your comments below, of course, and if you've got if you've got anything to say, I'll have a read, I'll answer. Please, if you're new to the channel, you could subscribe. That would be fantastic, helps us out a lot. And like the video if you like the video. And if you didn't like the video, like it anyway, because, spread the love. Why not, eh? All right. I always appreciate your time. Thanks a lot. Looking forward to reading what you've got to say, and I'll get you later. Bye for now.